Hey, YouTube fam! Welcome back to InfoFiesta. Today, we've got a special treat for you. We're counting down the 10 most mind-bogglingly stupid criminals that'll leave you questioning the gene pool. Number 9. In the bustling city of Phoenix, a young man at the age of 20 found himself at the center of a curious tale. Earl Morrison, in what some might call a not-so-wise move, liberated a $160,000 diamond from a package during his stint at UPS. Instead of opting for a conventional escape plan, Earl made an unconventional choice. He traded the valuable gem for something quite unexpected, a mere $20 bag of marijuana. His adventure took a twist when he expected cash, but stumbled upon a glittering jewel. Without much contemplation or a careful trade strategy, Earl ended up selling the diamond for a small amount of pot, only to face the inevitable consequences when the law caught up with him. Number 8. Let's shift gears to a different caper that unfolded at Halifax Bank. An individual, armed with both a gun and a bag for the loot, attempted to pull off a heist totaling £700,000. The plan seemed straightforward, but as fate would have it, a mix-up ensued. Instead of handing over the bag for cash, our daring robber inadvertently presented his gun. What followed was a brief pause, a realization of the mistake, and a daring escape. Yes, you guessed it. He fled the scene not on foot, but on a bank employee's bicycle. Talk about an unconventional getaway in 1995. Number 7. In another intriguing incident, a character by the name of Klaus Schmidt set out to rob a bank armed with a pistol. What seemed like a routine heist took an unexpected turn when bank employees noticed something peculiar. One employee, sensing an opportunity, asked if the robber needed a bag. The response was equally unexpected, a declaration of the realness of the gun. It turned out that they were dealing with a deaf perpetrator. Seizing the moment, an employee sounded the alarm, leaving Schmidt completely oblivious until the police arrived. The story took an interesting twist when Schmidt, in an attempt to shift blame, tried to sue the bank, claiming exploitation of his disability. Number 6. In the late months of 2009, Joey Miller, aged 20, collaborated with Matthew McNally, 23, to devise an unconventional plan involving permanent marker masks. Their idea, while seemingly clever, turned out to be less than genius when, instead of opting for a traditional disguise like masks, they decided to draw on their own faces with permanent markers. Overlooking the permanence of the markers, their ill-conceived plan led to their easy identification when apprehended by the police on March 23, 2010. Number 5. Albert Bailey, one of the culprits, may have displayed effort in this not-so-smart robbery, but it earned him a 9-year prison sentence. In a peculiar twist, Bailey decided to robbers warn target first by calling the bank in advance to announce his intention to rob them. His plan involved ensuring the bank had the money ready before his arrival. However, his foresight failed, and he ended up with a mere $900 out of his demanded $100,000. Bailey's smart move landed him in police custody. Number 4. A 26-year-old woman took an unconventional approach to identity theft at an Applebee's in October 2014. Despite appearing of legal drinking age, she insisted on presenting her ID to the waitress before receiving her drink. To the waitress's surprise, the ID belonged to none other than herself, as it had been stolen earlier that year. The thief's ill-gotten gains caught up with her when the police were called. Number 3. In another bizarre incident, Alvin Krause Jr., a man from Georgia, ended up serving an additional 2 years in prison due to a texting parole officer for pot mishap. Attempting to contact his drug dealer, Krause accidentally sent the incriminating message to his parole officer, resulting in a 1-year prison term for violating probation and an additional year on drug charges when police raided his apartment and found cocaine. Always double-check who you're texting. Number 2. Breaking away from conventional monetary norms, Michael Fuller, a 53-year-old man, attempted to use a fake $1 million bill at his local Walmart. Despite the largest bill in circulation being the $100 bill, Fuller tried to purchase items totaling $476 with the counterfeit note, expecting a substantial amount in change. Unsurprisingly, his attempt ended in legal consequences. Number 1. In 2008, Fuller found himself facing charges for his involvement in a case where he was accused of attempting to acquire goods through deceptive means and using a forged instrument. Meanwhile, an incident unfolded in Chicago involving 18-year-old Ruben Zarat, who, with intentions of robbing a muffler and exhaust shop, entered armed with a gun. He demanded money but encountered a setback. Most of the funds were secured in the store safe, accessible only to the absent manager. Seizing an unconventional strategy, Ruben left his contact number with the store staff, anticipating a future opportunity. When the manager failed to appear, the store employees, rather predictably, contacted the Chicago police, leading to Ruben's apprehension upon their arrival.